Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. A college in California is now trying to limit the number of white people on their campus. Yup, the radical left is stooping to a new low here, admitting they don't want white people at their school because the white people are white people. How is this not racism, you might be asking? Well, of course it's racism. Targeting somebody based only on the color of their skin is racism. Removing people from the premises because of the color of their skin is racism. Telling certain people they are unwelcome at your school and in your classroom because you don't like the color of their skin is racism. That's what this college is doing. It's Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and they are actively trying to get rid of white people at their school because the people are white. They say they want the number of white people at their school to match the percentage of white people in the state. 39.7% of people in California are white, but 55% of students and faculty at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo are white. The horror. So bring out the chopping block. 15% of white people, they gotta go. Imagine if we used such a stupid racist reason to limit the number of black people someplace. Imagine if we said, well, black men make up 6% of the population in our country, so the NBA's got to limit the number of black players on their teams to just 6% to match the population, instead of the teams being 75% black players like they are right now. Or the NFL, you got to cut back. Your teams are 80% black players compared to 6% of the population. If that sounds idiotic, it's because it is idiotic. Racism is still racism when it's aimed at white people. If you treat people differently because of the color of their skin, that's racism. It's not okay to discriminate against white people because they're white. It's not okay for Cal Poly San Luis Obispo to target white people because they have white skin. You don't tear down white people in order to champion minorities. Listen, I don't know anybody on either side of the aisle, Republican or Democrat, who doesn't want to give a leg up to underprivileged students. Whether those students come from rough backgrounds or broken families, the inner city, poverty, you name it. We want to help those students because of their circumstances. You don't tear down other students who happen to be white in an effort to help underprivileged kids. When you target white students because they're white, that is racist. There's no two ways about it. What this college in California is doing is racist, plain and simple. And yet the left, who claims they care about racism, actually embraces this kind of racial discrimination because the discrimination is aimed at white people. That's racist. And that's my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you like the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.